We want to make sure that there is accountability within the university and the AMS.
We want to align the AMS with the interests of the student body at large.
WCW is the one that will bring change to the university, that will bring a shift in attitude, a change in perspective, that will open up the AMS while not alienating any students.
Or you can vote for a team that, through a balanced perspective, will provide a fresh audit of the AMS, has provided an extensive and comprehensive platform that addresses real student needs, and can finally put the AMS back in the hands of students.
We are a team that's well-researched, we're a team that's experienced, we're a team that's ready to start the job as soon as we get into office.
We want to make sure this organization is functioning in an efficient way and making sure that it really represents the students and make sure that as a body it really functions in their best interest.
Allison Williams,
Andrew Cameron,
Unique Williams, and her team WCW.
So I'm here with Team ACH, which includes
Jay Collins,
Holly Archer,
and Jeffrey Howard.
So I'm here with RWS, which includes
Talia Radcliffe, Steph St. Clair,
and Ken Wang.
We realize that not all students go to bed at 11 p.m. and wake up at 8 a.m. For instance, anybody who works at TAPS, anyone who works a busy Wednesday night, they might not get home until 3:30 a.m. Who are we to tell them when they can and cannot work out? We want to make sure that students have the opportunity to go to the gym or go to the library on their own schedule. We do realize that they need to sleep, but they also need time to work out and study.
Walk Home is a fundamental service on campus, and it provides unparalleled security for students. On your platform it says that you're going to open up the PEC and the library for 24 hours. How are you going to accommodate Walk Home?
Obviously, it would be unrealistic to assume that Walk Home would be able to stay open all the time, but campus security does have an escort service, and we would encourage all students to use that.
We actually spoke with David Patterson today from Campus Security, and he told us that you can provide safe walks on campus, but they never go off campus. When we expressed this idea to him that ACH was putting forward, he quote said it was not realistic. Emergencies would take first priority. They would be called away from their walks if necessary, which would put students at risk.
If there was a need for Walk Home to extend their hours, and this wasn't something that was a viable solution, with the tightening of the budget, we would make sure this is an option, and we would open Walk Home, and we would provide more students with jobs so that students could have the opportunity to be a part of the AMS.
As someone who has worked Walk Home, and is with many friends who work for Walk Home, and with a housemate who is a night coordinator, they do not appreciate 24-hour Walk Home, even during exam period. How do you expect to rally the support of them throughout the year?
We actually plan to replace the Tricolor Outfitters, so essentially shut it down and replace it with the Earth Center, the Oxfam Fair Trade Cooperative, and the Sustainability Office. The idea there is really that currently, as it stands, Tricolor Outfitter doesn't actually meet a niche for students. Despite it being a functional service, it doesn't actually provide anything for students that students can't get elsewhere. With the existence of Oilthai Designs in the same building as well as the bookstore, clothing really doesn't seem to be a priority, and from the students that we spoke to, very few people had actually gone in, and those that had commented on the fact that it was kind of random. And so by replacing it with essentially a green space, we're really hoping to bring sustainability to the forefront, and also just establish a place that can serve as an information center for students who are looking to find out information about on-campus green initiatives. As well, there'll be enough space available for environmental clubs to set up booths and to highlight and showcase different initiatives that they have going on. and really just serve as a place for students to come where they can purchase environmentally friendly and fair trade goods and promote healthy consumer choices.
Earlier they said that they're going to pay through it through AMS funding. I'd just like to point out that ACH has a plan of exactly how we're going to fund every single one of our initiatives. I'd like to know where precisely they are getting the funding for these things, and if they've done the research about any of the financials of the AMS to know where they're going to substantiate all these campaign promises.
In terms of the feedback forms, because that would be on the UA side, as you mentioned before, we want to be reallocating funds. The UA has essentially a pot of money that is distributed between the services and offices, and we would just be taking, like we've said, we'd be conducting an audit on all the committees to make sure that committees that we do not feel made a greater good are cut, and that type of money could be going into the communications office to have paid feedback forms. And by closing Tricolor Outfitters, we'd be saving the entire operations side a lot of money, and that could be dedicated to our campus media expansion project.
And so our entire platform, like you got a preview of earlier, is based around change. You know, we're asking students, are you ready for change? You know, we think it's time for the AMS to advocate and represent students better. And we believe that we're the people to do it. We base our platform, like I said, around the 4 pillars of advocacy, approachability, advancement, and accountability.
You can vote for a team that cites the desire for change, yet provides no substantial change for students who are here and are voting now.
We want to make sure that the university and the AMS are responsible for the undergraduate body.
I've spent a lot of time up here holding the other teams to account. The fact of the matter is that we've done we have a great platform. We're focusing on the issues that matter the most to students. And like I said before, we've done the legwork. We have over 40 pages of policy documents specifically outlining exactly what we plan to do, exactly how we plan to, where we plan to get our money, and exactly where it's going. We are a team that's well-researched. We're a team that's experienced. We're a team that's ready to start the job as soon as we get into office.
WCW is the one that will bring change to the university, that will bring a shift in attitude, a change in perspective, that will open up the AMS while not alienating any students. I think that we have the most balanced perspective, and I think that we have experience. I think that we really, truly do have what it takes, and I think you need to ask yourself if you're ready for change.
Or you can vote for a team that, through a balanced perspective, will provide a fresh audit of the AMS, has provided an extensive and comprehensive platform that addresses real student needs, and can finally put the AMS back in the hands of students in terms of their engagement, in terms of their environmental needs, and in terms of their academic needs. So again, I do encourage you all, despite what you've learned today, to check out all of our teams' websites, really learn about what each of these teams stands for, and then make an informed decision on January 29th and 30th.
We get 10 days. We only get 10 days to decide who is going to take us into the future of the undergraduate body and of the university. Make sure you're making the right choice. Read the platforms.